The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at wrestlingwithjohners.com.
Welcome to another episode of the Chokeslam Wrestling Report. I am your host, the infamous Ultimate One, and today we're on my YouTube channel discussing WWE stuff. This week I was on social media and I was bothered by what I read, of what WWE's plans are coming up now. As you all guys seen that Bad Bunny, a reggaeton artist from Puerto Rico, from my native country, of course, it has joined WWE and is now teaming up with Damian Priest. Damian Priest, I got nothing against this guy. This guy is a fabulous wrestler. I don't like what they're doing with him there. I mean, if you put him up to the main roster and you already got him doing gimmick stuff with guys like Bad Bunny, who right now is having some type of issues with the Miz and John Morrison. And like I said, John Morrison needs to get away from the Miz because that combination is not helping him at all. This is a guy who's a former TNA or Impact World Champion, a former Lucha Underground World Champion, and he's stuck with the Miz. I don't understand that one. But now there's rumors going around that WWE is interested in bringing in Cardi B. Now, last week I put a video talking about the Infinity Gauntlet. Now, if you guys talking about what the hell you talking about Infinity Gauntlet, well, take a look at my last week video. I'm talking about Infinity Gauntlet. I'm talking about the paradigm shift and the professional wrestling shifting toward promotions like AEW, New Japan, Impact, NWA, Ring of Honor. All those groups has just joined together, okay, to bring you professional wrestling. I'm going to repeat that word. Bring you professional wrestling. Not sports entertainment, what WWE's been bringing you since 1985. Okay? And WWE, instead of going forward and changing everything after seeing what happened last week, where the forbidden door was open, that means New Japan joined AEW. No, they go backwards. So, as you guys saw Royal Rumble, which I call the old Rumble, because everybody there was over 40 plus, okay, you saw Bad Bunny get involved in the Royal Rumble, did a nice little body press on Morrison and Miz, and now that WWE's running with it, as reported through Fightful Select and Wrestle Talk, that Bad Bunny merchandise, 500,000 of it was sold through the WWE shop. Now you ask yourself this question, well, I ask myself this question, why are you putting Bad Bunny's product on your shop when you're supposed to be selling your wrestlers' shirts in there so they can make their money and their royalties? You go and put Bad Bunny, who's not a wrestler, and put his stuff in there to make money. Well, it goes to show you, WWE doesn't have any faith in any of the employees or independent contractors like they claim, okay, or the superstars. I mean, it is clear, wide open, that they don't have no faith in their roster. Let's take a look at the Elimination Chamber when it was announced this past Monday. Okay, first of all, Shane McMahon, why did he come out for? Why? He was not needed there for Adam Pearce to make that announcement. He just came to get TV time, I guess. And he got a lot of TV time. He came like 2 or 3 times. Then to top it off, they announced the Elimination Chamber. Drew McIntyre will be facing the Elimination Chamber Sheamus, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, and The Miz. All former world champions. All of them. Here's the problem I have with that. Why is Sheamus in this when Sheamus haven't won a world title since 2000 and 2010, 2011, something like that? He was a WWE champion back probably, I believe, 2007. It's been that long. My daughter was a baby. My youngest daughter was a baby. My daughter's 13 now. The Miz, another guy who back in 2007, 2008, he probably beat The Rock and John Cena, whatever his claim is. He was champion back then. Okay? Randy Orton, champion. He just recently was champion and they took the belt away from him 2 weeks ago. I mean, he was a 2-week champion, in other words. I'll put it that way. That's what I meant to say. AJ Styles, I mean, AJ is AJ. And no matter what anybody says, but AJ's not going to win the belt. Jeff Hardy, same. Jeff Hardy has been a world champion since 2009. So all these wrestlers they put in the Elimination Chamber shows you they don't have faith on the younger talent. So my question is, are you going to 5 years from now, you still going to be pushing the same guys? Because let's be realistic. Why is the Miz in the Elimination Chamber when he has the Money in the Bank briefcase? Think of the logic on that. And I don't want to hear, no, but then, if he wins the world title, then he's still got the briefcase. Nobody can challenge. No, that's stupid. Okay? And again, people who sit down and watch this 3 hour of garbage every Monday, okay, they, you like being punished. Because honestly, it's a punishment. I mean, I hear podcasters complain. There's a podcaster every week. He's ranting and raving about the product, but you still watch it. And you act like that's the only wrestling promotion there is. There's other promotions. Major League Wrestling, Ring of Honor, New Japan, AEW. Talk about something different. Stop bringing your blood pressure high because WWE is not doing what you want to do. They already said it. They're not going to produce no younger talent. They're not into bringing younger talent. They're going to keep pushing whoever they want to push. But man made it clear when he said, I don't care if you don't want to see Goldberg. I want to see Goldberg. He made it clear he doesn't care what the fans want to see. Ever since Becky Lynch beat Ronda Rousey for the belt, he gave him that. He gave a Kofi Kingston, I think, that same year. He gave him that. He's not giving you nothing else no more. He does not care. You see what is he doing now? He's trying to bring in social media or mainstream media artists into the wrestling business. Cardi B, are you kidding me? Yes, that Cardi B. They were talking about bringing her in. They're thinking about bringing her in to do what? To rap and make my ears bleed? That's what she's going to do. Okay? Because I don't like her music, number one. Her music is just horrible. It's not that type of content for anybody, especially young girls, because I got my own. She promotes prostitution, and I don't care what anybody says. That's what she promotes. She promotes prostitution for little kids. I'm going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And Bad Bunny, yes, your music is all right, whatever, but you don't belong there. You grabbing Damian Priest, who just came out of NXT, one of the hottest wrestlers down there. You brought him up to the main roster to have him teaming up with Bad Bunny because there might be possibility they're going to wrestle Jim Morrison and The Miz. You follow me so far? Because it seems like a lot of these WWE fans get lost in the bubble because they don't want to leave the bubble. They are stuck in a WWE bubble, and they don't want to listen to nobody. You know what I'm saying? They think everything they show on Monday Night Product. I mean, I seen the Thunderdome, and this is one thing I gotta say about that. The Thunderdome, every time I see people in the background, the Thunderdome with the sitting down with a WWE belt on the screen and with your Raw shirts, and I'm like, do you really have to do that? Sit in front of a screen with a belt? Nobody's watching you. Okay? And you're cheering because, for what I hear, in the Thunder, they tell you what to do. Cheer, clap. And this pipe crowd bullshit that they put every week is stupid. Okay? Booing. Let's be realistic. If Roman Reigns comes out with fans in attendance, people are not going to boo him. People are going to cheer him. But the WWE wants to play that bullshit. And, boo. Really? It's nonsense. You can't sit there and just. I can't sit there and watch this shit for 3 hours. I can't. And this is why. See, and the great thing is that Nick Khan, not related to Tony Khan, is another goofball, another goon, WWE goon, who lies to people. He claims that summer spectacular, whatever it was, that 26 million people watched it. Stop freaking lying. 26 million people watched it. You can't even get 26 million people to watch the network. Are you see what I'm saying? They lie, and they lie to these investors, but these investors don't know from they butthole to their ass. You know what I'm saying? Or they butthole through their nose, and they're like, okay, no. And lie, talking about the doing ratings, because they go into other platforms to watch YouTube, and stop lying. People go to YouTube and watch. That's why now I don't watch 3 hours. I'll go and watch the highlights on YouTube, and I make my own assessments from there. If the match sucks, the match sucks. The match is good, the match is good. Okay, the Keith Lee and Matt Riddle match was pretty good because that's NXT right there. That was NXT wrestlers, and they wrestle like NXT. You know what I'm saying? But they want to play games. WWE want to play games. They got all these young rosters, and they're not using them. When Paulie dangerously tried to upgrade Raw by using young roster, the minute one rating went down, WWE or McMahon took Paul Heyman out of the WWE Raw executive position and put Bruce Pritchard, who's now pushing the same clowns every single week. Every week is the same matches. Every week is the same match with a different gimmick. I don't want to watch Lana versus Nia Jax. That shit is old. That's just been 2-3 months old. Why are you still pushing that narrative in front of us? Okay? And they're going to put the tag team belts, the women's tag team belts, around Lana and Naomi. And the tag team belts don't mean shit anymore. Bayley and Sasha Banks made those belts legit until those belts were taken away from her. And now, this is what you have. This is what you have. So, that's my rant on that. A quick note before I leave here. A lot of people, I know you got a lot of wrestling fans who follow a lot of these WWE wrestlers, especially the females. But there's a guy going around on Twitter that I don't understand how Twitter has not closed down his page. There's a guy that on Twitter who's been going around stalking Alexa Bliss. The guy's name is Albert Little 666 in Twitter. He's been reported, but Twitter has not done nothing. Supposedly this guy went and put on Twitter that he was in front of Alexa Bliss's house and whatnot. And he keeps saying that he's going to rescue her from her fiance, Ray Sanchez, whatever his name is, and that her fiance has raped her. And the guy's talking crazy nonsense. I mean, you have the Twitter world worrying about if Alexa Bliss is going to get hurt, because this is the same thing that happened with Sonya Deville, where the guy showed up out with plexi cups and whatnot, and planning to kidnap her or do whatever they want. You wrestling fans, some of you, I don't say all of them, but some of you wrestling fans take this thing with the wrestlers too damn serious. You could be a fan, but you can't be stalking them on social media, okay? Because you're going to get blocked or you're going to get reported by authorities, okay? And this is continuing, especially, it's always, usually Alexa Bliss, she gets a lot of those. I don't know why, but she gets a lot of those. And you had a moron last year who spent $400 on Cameo to propose to Alexa Bliss, and he got turned down, okay? So you pay $400 to come on Cameo to get turned down. You feel stupid because why would you even attempt to do some stupid shit like that, you know? But now you got this other guy over here trying to get attention to Twitter. I don't know if the authority has been, contacted, but this guy's, he's there. But you can't see it. So, he wrote, "I'm the only God you will ever need. I will live forever with my beautiful goddess Alexa Bliss, and cast out the devil Ryan Cabrera from the rest of the humanity." and this was in Orlando, Florida. The guy lives in Orlando, Florida. Why he hasn't been arrested? The last tweet he did was what? I think, let's see, 13 hours ago. That's the last one. The last one he wrote, "Hey, everyone who denies that Alexa Bliss is mine, I'm coming to for you, and I have friends. You may think I'm a troll, but that's it. I just leave Orlando, Florida 18 hours ago. I'm planning what should I do next? Eliminate the threat of Ryan Cabrera or rescue my wife, Alexa Bliss." You see the stupidity this guy's doing? Sometimes I ask myself, I love doing this, don't get me wrong, but some people's mindset are so disturbed. And it's sad to say they're wrestling fans. Some wrestling fans are very disturbed. And you can't tell me, if you're doing all this, that means you're one of those trolls that watch wrestling, lives with mommy in the basement with cupcake creams all over your shirt, talking about WWE's the best and Alexa Bliss is my wife. Something is wrong with you. It is sad. Very sad. But all I could do is shake my head on it. I got no words for this. This is crazy because it's the same thing that happened to Sonya Deville. The guy now is in jail facing all types of charges. And this moron, Albert Little 666, is doing the same shit. So, unbelievable. But anyway, guys, this is it for me today. I just wanted to bring that out on what WWE is doing. Let me know what you think about this stupidity that WWE is bringing mainstream media artists who are not wrestlers into the wrestling world. Now they're talking about bringing in Cardi B. Who else are going to bring next? They're going to bring Kim Kardashian to come into the ring next because this is what they're doing. They want to do stuff like this because they want headlines. Because they're losing fans. I don't care what anybody says. They must be losing fans when you're that desperate to get headlines. You know what I'm saying? You're that desperate. And the writing's on the wall. And I don't care what any WWE fans say. I don't care what anybody who follows WWE and think WWE product is great. It's good. You got to give it a time. You got, you can't be, too pushy. Everything long term. There is no long term storyline when it comes to WWE. Let's get that straight. That's number one. Number two, you can talk shit about AEW. The AEW women's division is garbage, and this. But guess what? I watch AEW because they leave you with cliffhangers every week and you want to go check it out. And they may not be perfect 100%, but they give you cliffhangers that you want to come back. AEW did what I predicted a year ago, and that was work with New Japan Pro Wrestling. The only thing that's stopping the rest of the New Japan roster to come into AEW is because of the pandemic. And once that pandemic is over and the traveling restrictions are back, you're going to see guys like Bullet Club, the Guerrillas of Destiny, and stuff like that, and wrestling will be changing. And you could give thanks to Kenny Omega. And as much as people hate Kenny Omega, Omega took the AEW belt from John Moxley. And he gave credit to John Moxley because John Moxley got this thing called the paradigm shift. He said this when he joined AEW. Well, the paradigm shift has started. And WWE's still playing games, bringing in non-wrestlers into their company. And meanwhile, they got a young crop of talent that don't want to push none of them and use them as jobber. Where's Aleister Black? Why is Mustafa Ali giving the world title shot that he deserves by having like last year or the year before? Okay. Where's Ricochet? Okay. Where's Apollo Creed? Apollo Crew, whatever his name is. Apollo. He's now teaming up with Roman Reigns. Hello. Where are these wrestlers? Where's Andrades? See, things that you got to ask this question because every week you see the same guy. Now Seth Rollins is back. They're going to push him. You know that. He's going to get pushed to the moon because it's Seth Rollins. Company man. Kiss ass. So, let me know what you guys think about this. Leave me your comments, your views on it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Hit that notification button. Subscribe to my channel. And you guys can find me in all social media platforms. The Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitters. I'm also got the audio podcast called the Chokeslam Wrestling Report, available on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Podbean, iHeartRadio, and any major audio platform that you guys listen to your podcast. Also, I am part of the Joners Podcast Network, WrestlingJoners.com. We're about to blow up big time. We just partnered up with Power TV 4 in the UK. And so we're going to do that. We're going to be showing YouTube media, YouTube podcasts. Also, you guys can check out my merchandise. I got merchandise for my YouTube channel and my YouTube, my audio podcast. The Chokeslam Wrestling Report has the tcwr.veryimpressive.com. That is the website, tcwr.veryimpressive.com. And there you go in there, you can check out this actual video will be in there. You go down under those video, the YouTube channel video, you could see the Chokeslam Wrestling Report logo. You click that, it takes you directly to Apple Podcasts, audio archives in there from my audio podcast. And then at the bottom, you'll see the hats, the shirts down there. You could check it out. It's a reasonable price. You check it out, order it, support the podcast and support me. I will gladly appreciate it. And for all my followers, I want to thank everybody who supported my podcast the last year and a half. 10,000 views already. We're heading to 15,000. We started very good. I want to thank everybody in the UK, Canada, United States, everybody who listens to me, and all my subscribers. Thank you for supporting the podcast. So, keep supporting. I appreciate it. Till then, guys, stay safe, wear a mask, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Our friends over at Powered 4 TV are giving listeners to this podcast an incredible 50% off your first month when you sign up to powered4.tv and use the promo code JONAS. Powered 4 TV are one of the leading on-demand streaming services in the UK, with tons of shows from over 20 wrestling promotions from around the UK and the US, including TNT Extreme, Chicagoland Championship Wrestling, DNA Pro Wrestling, Full Force Wrestling, Ignite Wrestling, and so many more. There's also plenty more to enjoy, including an incredible archive of classic matches, live layers with William Eva, podcasts, and so much more. Sign up to Powered 4 TV today and save 50% off your first month. Just use the promo code JONAS.